guys, Blaze here from Blaze and Reviews, and today we're going to be checking out Godzilla Minus One on 4K UHD. Now this movie was shot in 6K. It's got a 4K DI. The runtime is 124 minutes. It's rated PG-13. The aspect ratio is 2:39:1. It's in Dolby Vision. The audio is in Dolby Atmos and the language is in Japanese. And for reviewing the audio, I will be using my Sony HT-A9, but the movie will sound just as good on the new Bravia Theater Quad or other high-end Dolby Atmos home theater systems. The settings I use on my A9 to get the best sound experience are listed in the description box of this video down below. So let's jump into it. The sound. The bass. Godzilla Minus One has the most powerful, immersive, heavy-hitting Dolby Atmos audio tracks I have ever heard on any 4K Blu-ray. If you've been waiting for a movie that takes advantage of your home theater only to be let down by underwhelming movies that barely have any surround or hide effects, then you must get this movie. Godzilla Minus One is a masterpiece of how Dolby Atmos should be, with surround and hide effects that will literally blow you away. Japanese know how to mix Atmos, so take note, Hollywood, because this is how it's done. And they did all this with just a budget of $12 million. Right at the very beginning of this movie, the Zero flies right over your head from behind you, taking advantage of the height channels, and it sounds amazing. The first time Godzilla shows up, he sets the presence for how loud and dynamic the movie will be, with his loud roar and thunderous stomps that have heavy-hitting, deep rumbling bass. But the very best sounding scenes in my opinion, and this was a very tough choice because all the action scenes throughout this movie just sound amazing. But at 55 minutes, 5 seconds in, when Godzilla throws the bus, it literally sounds like it's flying right over the top of you, followed by him stomping with some heavy hitting rumbling bass to it. And at 1 hour, 44 minutes, 10 seconds in, when he shoots his atomic breath, the massive explosion has extremely hard-hitting bass, and the air blows all around you. It utilizes all the speakers, and I swear, if you had a fan sitting near you turned on high, you'd actually feel like you were there. As for bass, this movie's got that too. For all of you out there that have been complaining your subwoofer isn't getting any love lately, let me tell you right now, Godzilla Minus One is going to pop its cherry and say wham bam thank you ma'am with extremely deep pounding bass that will shake your entire room. Every stomp Godzilla takes, you can feel it. I had to turn down my sub because it literally started vibrating like crazy and my windows were rattling. You ever see that scene in Jurassic Park where they are sitting in the car and the cups of water start vibrating due to the T-Rex stomping near them? Well, take that scene, amplify it by 10, and you got Godzilla Minus One. Each step he takes gives you the full scale of his size, his weight, and his mere presence as he rips through Tokyo, crushing people in his path. If you want a movie with gut-pounding bass, Godzilla Minus One definitely delivers and then some. But let me warn you right now, if you got neighbors, they're definitely going to complain about it. Now, if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and hit that little bell icon to get notified when I upload more videos. If you enjoy my videos and want to support my channel, consider becoming a Patreon supporter. The link is in the description box down below. As for picture quality, I watched this on my LG C9 OLED, and while it's not 4K perfection, it did look pretty stunning. I could tell they added a faint level of grain, probably to blend in the CGI effects with the live action, which makes the picture a bit soft, but it still looks great. On close-up shots of characters, you can clearly see pores in the skin, individual hair strands, and fibers on their clothing in high detail. And while it's not a super bright movie, the Dolby Vision really shines when Godzilla unleashes his power, glowing blue and then shooting his atomic breath that has a bright blue beam effect. It really showcases the full force of Godzilla, and it looks stunning. All the explosions look fantastic and bright as well, with amazing vibrance that will light up your room if you have the lights off. Black levels are deep and dark and don't look washed out or grayish at all, especially scenes inside the house where it's a bit dark with the lantern shining. All in all, I thought Godzilla Minus One on 4K was an epic masterpiece of how Dolby Atmos should be. Director Takashi Yamazaki stated he wanted an Atmos mix that delivers a wide dynamic range, where you can experience the full terror of Godzilla that showcases his destruction in full force and strikes fear into the audience.
そうですね。やっぱり音に関してもかなりダイナミックレンジが広いことによって会話もちゃんと聞こえるけどゴジラの方向とかはもう本当に迫ってくるみたいな音のリッチさっていうのもこの映画のそのゴジラの恐怖感みたいなものはすごく担保してくれてると思ってるんでそこにもかなり頑張ってもらって音も素晴らしいものをつけてもらったなと思ってます。
Well, he definitely delivered. This movie's audio mix is hands down the best I have ever heard, and it left me stunned as to why can't all 4K movies have such amazing sound like this. America really needs to take note. This is how Dolby Atmos should really be. Natsuko Inyo handled all the movie's sound effects and wanted to create Godzilla's original roar using a modern-day sound system. So she played his roar from a gigantic speaker at the Zozo Marine Stadium, right behind the electronic bulletin board, and then she recorded it with the echo effect throughout the stadium. She got so many complaints from residents nearby claiming that it scared them half to death, but that's how they got Godzilla's roar in this movie to have so much power to it. So I'm going to give the audio a big blazing score of 10. As for video, I was expecting it to be just a little bit brighter. It's got a max ILL of 10,000 and a max CLL of 1,523, so I was expecting brightness like that maybe of Aquaman or even Gemini Man, but it just happened to be a little bit darker. However, that doesn't ruin the visual quality at all, and it looked 4K crisp all the way through. The Dolby Vision looked amazing with every atomic breath that Godzilla let out and every explosion that occurred throughout this film. So, I'm going to give the video quality a blazing score of 9. So have you guys watched Godzilla Minus One on your Sony HT-A9, Bravia Theater Quad, or whichever home theater you own yet? Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. And I'll catch you guys in my next movie review coming soon.